Follow my finger. That's good. Again. Away to the right. Left. Up. Down. Good. Rick?
Thank you. Excuse me. Tony, take a deep breath for me. Another?
Neurologically, this is a normal and totally acceptable pattern.
Oh, the cardiac signs are totally normal, too. Tanya?
That's right.
Gentlemen. See, all cardiac functions are totally acceptable. This scan shows us good wall motion, and the cardiac output's 4.0 liters.
Are you recommending discharge?
Well, from my area, yes.
Doctor?
I think I'd like to keep him for a few more days. I'd like to run another brain scan series.
Sounds pretty good to me. Tanya, in a few days, you can take your husband home.
You mean it?
His heart doctor says yes. His neurologist says yes. Who am I to say no?
It's wonderful. Can I tell him, please?
See why not?
By all means, tell him the good news.
Oh, Tony, you're going home soon. Can you hear me? We are going home together. He's squeezing my hand. That means he's happy. I know you're happy. We're all happy. And Frisco will be, too.
Hey.
Oh, just the two I've been waiting for.
Oh, yeah?
I have wonderful, wonderful news.
Oh, what is it?
Well, the doctors were in today, and they said that they're still hopeful that he can go home in a day or two. I'm so happy.
That's great, brother. You're looking pretty good. You probably think you could run home from here, huh?
Ever since Dr. Hardy's talked to him, he's been so happy you could see it in his eyes.
Yeah, you're looking good. Maybe it's time for a little memory work, okay?
Tony?
Good. Felicia, why don't you sit right here, okay?
Okay.
So Tony can look right at you. You know who I'm talking to, don't you, Tony? You know who this is? Good. That's Felicia. That's right. Would you like to try to remember some things about Felicia? Okay. Attaboy. You just hang tight, buddy, and we'll work through this, okay?
Felicia, when he does that, when he blinks twice, it means yes.
Now, Tony, I want you to think way back, okay? Try to remember the old railroad car. I hid Felicia in that old railroad car. You remember that, Tony? Huh? Did you see that? He answered. He remembered.
Yes, I saw it.
Good guy. Okay, Tony. Now, I hid Felicia in the railroad car because she was very, very sick. And I got you to come to the railroad car to help her. Do you remember that, Tony?
He remembered. That's wonderful.
Way to go, Tony. That's great. That's great, Tony. Okay.
Sorry, time to check.
That's okay, Tony. Because the important thing is that you remembered. And a little later, we're going to remember even more, okay?
I can't tell you what you have done for Tony's morale. Since you told him he can go home, he's been floating on cloud 9.
Really? Well, that's one of the best parts about being a doctor. Telling a patient he's ready to go home.
Yeah, I just wish he could come home now.
Well, I know exactly how you feel, but even if we didn't want any more tests, I wouldn't discharge Tony right now. Let me finish, please. You see, I can't send him home until Scorpio arranges for security at your apartment. I just called his office, and they tell me he's in New York.
Oh. Forgot about security.
Oh, it's extremely important, especially since Tony is regaining his memory.
Oh, I know. You're right.
As you've noticed around here, the security people can be disruptive, but it's necessary. You'll just have to put up with them.
I will put up with anything as long as I get him home. You checked the elapsed time. I've never seen... Okay, now remember, if jogging his memory starts to tire him in any way, quit right then, okay? Of course.
I just want to run a few more things past him. I won't let him go too far.
Okay. Well, I've got to go see a patient. But I'll be back soon.
Well, Tanya, I was just going to ask at the desk, how's Tony doing?
Oh, Grant, he is doing better than ever.
That's what I was hoping to hear.
Yeah, it's just a miracle. I mean, every day he's remembering more and more.
He's remembering the past already?
Well, they said in a little while he should remember all the details of the day that he was shot.
Do you really think that that's such a good idea? It's so soon.
Well, I don't want him to suffer from selective amnesia. So he's got to remember the good with the bad. It's just that he's got to have a perfect memory.
I see your point.
Who knows? Maybe there is a treasure. Maybe Peter told him something, and that was the whole reason that he was shot. The whole thing could come out in the open now.
If Tony remembers all of that, it's going to make a hell of a story.
Okay, Tony, you're doing fine, man. You're doing just fine. Now, I want you to try to think back to the day that you were shot. Do you remember that Felicia phoned you?
That means no, he doesn't remember.
Do you remember going to the old railroad car? No again. Okay, Tony. Try this. Peter. Do you remember a man named Peter? He was in the railroad car. He was hurt. You helped him. Do you remember that, Tony? Peter. Tony? Tony?
Whatever you're doing to him has got to stop right now. Now just get out of my way and I'll try to calm him down.
See the way he reacted?
Yes, I did.
We'll be able to ask him more questions when we get him home.
Whatever you say, but it's
What? It's what?
scary.
And what he remembers. Precisely.
This is awful complicated.
Don't worry, miss. Anybody tries to come in here, no hell will break loose.
I feel better knowing Tony's got protection. We love him very much.
I'm sure you do, Miss.
ID?
Well, that's okay. That's Tony's brother.
No, I know. I just have to demonstrate for you how this works. We're only going to do this once, okay?
They're almost through.
This place is a mess.
Well, I'll help you clean it up when they leave.
Yeah. Did you put an alarm on the window over there?
Got it covered.
There's a window in the bathroom, too.
Got that too, sir.
The bedroom, that especially has to...
Everything, sir.